Welcome to this webinar on short form video, also known as vertical shorts or stories for Instagram and Facebook. If you are not using this social media tool, you are missing out on potential patrons and sharing information. Think of your stories, these short form videos, as your elevator pitch, done in less than 30 seconds to grab the attention for patrons to learn more. Today, we're going to work with Canva templates to quickly and easily add this to your social media mix. Let's get started.
This is the landing page. The first thing you have to do is find the correct template. As you can see, I work on a lot of stuff, a little bit behind the scenes and all the things that I work on. Majority of these are little videos that I do. But to find the video for you to get started on your vertical video template, you can go over here to templates, but I prefer to click on video here in the top toolbar, clicking the video button. I select mobile video. Now there are different types of videos depending on where you want to go with that, but mobile video gets you that vertical video for Facebook stories, Instagram stories, or YouTube shorts. So let's start there. Here's our blank canvas, if you will. To come up with something to do, let's pretend that we need to put out a reminder for an upcoming program at the library. In the template search bar, I'm going to type reminder. And here's all of the templates, then they just kind of keep going that Canva has put together for us. I'm just going to select one. For you, select a template that makes you happy. Now let's customize it to our library. This can mean font styles and color choices and background videos or background photos. This is how we're going to customize it. So to customize, let's say I'm doing this for MLC, our fonts. Let me check the fonts here. Now I have preloaded a brand kit for MLC into Canva. So I've clicked on this text box. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on the font box. And I'm going to scroll down to my brand kit. So which one of these do I think I want to stick with? I'm just going to choose this one. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I probably pronounce it incorrectly. And then I'm going to go back into my template. I want to click on the next text box, which is the older font. I'm going to go back over to my brand kit font. I'm going to click on that. Let me go back to reminder. See this little arrow button here? That means there's more styles of that font available. So I have regular or bold. I'm going to change that one to a bold. So anytime you see these little arrows, you can look and see what extra styles they have. Sometimes they're preloaded bold or italics or expanded, things like that. Coming back to my template, that pink is not really a MLC color. It's pretty, it's calming, but that's not MLC. So let's click on my elements, and each little thing here is an element. There's the bell. We can see up here at the top toolbar the color. And looking over to the right under color, we see the brand kit colors I put in for MLC. I like this blue. It's one of my favorite colors that we have. And I'm going to go in and I am going to change all of the elements, these two are blue, like that. Oop, look, I forgot about this little font here. Let me go back and change this guy to an MLC font. There. The other thing that is connected to your font is the animations. So most of these templates are going to have preset animations in it. So by clicking on any of these, the image or the font box, the text boxes, we can see which of the animations are in place. So this reminder is breathe, breathe. It's probably all going to be breathe. Yes. So let's just go through that real quick. If I go to the top toolbar where the animation would be, there's breathe. And these are all, this is what it is right now. If you hover over the the name, it will show you what it looks like. It'll give you a preview. So if I want to change it, try some different things, I can hover over rise, I can hover over pan, fade, blur, wipe. I can change the scale of it, as in the size, how big do I want it to go? So if I slide it over here and I go back to the preview, we'll see how big it can go. I can also change the direction, whether it's expanding outward or expanding inward. So those are the basic animations. If I scroll down, I can see exaggerated ones. Ooh, that stomp one was pretty powerful. And then I can add in additional motion effects. Now, my favorite is rotate. I don't really have any reason to do rotate, but if you look at that bell image, that's what rotate does. And I can change the speed of that and direction. There's the flicker where it flashes. There's the pulse where it kind of beats. And then there's the wiggle. Wiggle's a little fun. I have not used that one yet, but I think it has some potential. So those are your animation tools. You can apply it to everything in your design. I can apply it to the text box. I could even apply it, as you can see, to the background video. And while we're talking about the background video, this is stock footage from Canva, and it's okay to use. Trust me, it is okay to use. But if you want to make a connection with your patrons, with your audience, you really need to consider recording footage of your library or photos that you can use your in these short videos that you do and what you're doing. So let's change out the video. To change out the video, I'm going to go over to Elements in the left-hand toolbar. We selected the design, the template from the design section. One step down is our element, so I'm going to click on that. Let's type in library, hit search, and what I want is a video. You have graphics, photos, videos, shapes, but we want a video. Now, as you see here, these are all horizontal videos, and you can certainly use them, um, but covering the entire space of this vertical rectangle can distort it, or it may enlarge it to the point that maybe you don't like it. Let me show you how to search for a vertical video. Up at the top is the filter, and that was these lines with little dots on them. I'm going to click that. I'm going to select vertical orientation. Click filter to turn that off. And then we have the exact shape that we want. To add to your video, you can just double click, or I just like to drag and drop. Your video will be the length of the video that you've just put in here. This video that we dropped in is 11 seconds, or just under 11 seconds. Looking at the top toolbar, I have the video highlighted, and you can see the scissors says it is 10.8 seconds. Facebook stories need to be less than 30 seconds, and I believe Instagram as well. So this video falls within acceptable range. But let's say if it was too long and you needed to get it under a certain time frame, you would click the scissors to trim the video. To trim the video, you see these purple end caps, and all you do is slide to trim the video, and you can see how it shortens it here. I'm going to just leave it where it is at 10.8. That's about perfect. And I'm going to click done. Final things as far as customizing this template is, of course, to change your text to what you're reminding them of, what's happening. I can say, don't forget to sign up for your library card. It could be whatever, just there's the final little touch for customizing this template. But to me, while this section is done, I feel like it needs something else, like a good ending. So I'm going to add a second video to wrap it up. You may have seen something like this in the Magnolia videos where you have the little short video about something and then it wraps with the Magnolia logo. So I'm going to do something similar here, but I'm going to do it for MLC. I've clicked plus to add a second page to my video. And here's my blank canvas. And what I want to do is I'm going to add a logo. You may have your logo in your upload section, in which case you could search for logo and the AI search should pull that up. There's my Magnolia logos and talking books. I created a folder just for logos. And I'm going to add the MLC logo here. I'm going to change it by making it larger so it's a little bit easier to read on phones, make it as big as I can. Kind of stands out a little too much. I like keeping it a little more subtle. So clicking on the background, which we see at the top toolbar is white. Going to click background color and I'm going to change it to black. And that way it blends all in. I like that. Now, if I go and I look at how it flows all together, it's a little abrupt. I feel like I need something else to make it flow a little bit better. And I think it needs a transition. And if you hover your cursor in between the two video sections, you can see add a transition. I'm going to click on that and it opens the transition toolbar. Right now there's none. And just like the animations, I can hover over each animation and see what it looks like. My favorite is flow. So I'm going to use that today. I can make it super slow. I can make it super fast, and I can also change the direction that everything flows. Up, down, sideways, whatever you feel like fits your style. Again, I'm going to go with flow, and now I feel like it's done. The video section, let's play it and look at it. That 10-second feels a little bit long to me. Depends on how much text is there. But for a simple reminder, that felt a little long. A second way that you can edit your video is by clicking on your video. And you can see it is highlighted in purple. And you also has these purple end caps, so those little lines right there. And I'm going to slide it down to about 8 seconds. And I think that's going to make it a little bit quicker so that we don't want them to swipe and keep moving and looking at stories. We want it. What is the necessary amount of time for them to read the text in that video? But it still feels not quite finished. And while most of the time people scroll without the volume being on, I feel like adding music just kind of pulls it all together. So let's add some music to this video. At the left toolbar, you will go back to Elements. I'm going to clear out my search and you're going to look for your audio. Here's my audio. I'm going to click See All. And audio can be pretty personal, and I usually spend far too much time selecting what I think is the right music. Today, I'm just going to pick something to show you how to put it in and use it in your short form video. Just know that I've also layered audio if I'm trying to create atmospheric effects so that layering voices, music, mechanical noises, it's all possible here in Canva. But today we're going to keep it simple. So let's again search for library. And while I'm recording, I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to hear of this. We'll go for something soothing. And I've added it into my design. The purple highlight matches the videos that I have created so far. And there's several things that you can do to adjust to adjust the audio in this short form. Since so the purple indicates that it's highlighted, if we go to the top toolbar, we have trash, we have a split, we have adjust, volume, fade, and beat sync. To adjust allows you to slide the music. So if you've listened to it and you know that there are certain parts that would line up better with your video, then you can slide the audio so that it fits better. I'm going to go with towards the end. I like the way it kind of fades out, naturally fades out. And speaking of fade, I can tell it to fade in or fade out. Typically fade out, but since our music is already fading out, I'm just going to keep it simple and I'm going to fade in at half a second and fade out at half a second. Let's see what that would look like. Fades in. The final thing that you can do is volume. Again, unless the music is an important part of your video, I like to keep it very low key and keep it soft in the background. So I tend to take the volume from 100 and drop it down to about 15 or 20. Keep it soft. If I'm having a lot of changes and a lot of pieces, you can beat sync it. And what the Canva AI will do is that it syncs your video to the beats in the music. I've had some success with it. Sometimes I'm like, did it really do anything? Your mileage may vary on that. Try it out, see what you think. And if you like it or not, let me know in the comments if you use it. Now, I think our video is ready to be played. And to test your video, in the very top, you see a play button with 12.3 seconds. I'm going to click play and it's going to show me what it looks like. I think that'll do. Now let's repurpose some content. On my screen, I have the graphic for September's library card sign up month. It is a static graphic. There's no moving parts, but let's say we want to create it into a video or animated short that's going to go on our Facebook stories because we want to get the message out there everywhere that we can. We want to use all the tools that are available to us on Facebook, and that includes as well as Instagram and the stories and stuff. So let's animate this and make this into a vertical video. So I've already saved it. So what I need to do is I'm going to resize. Up here in the top toolbar, we see resize. I want to type in mobile video. And there it is right there. That repurposes the content. I want to click continue. The AI is going to think about it for a minute, and I'm going to hit copy and resize as opposed to resize this design, because I want to keep this as it is for my static graphics. Copy and resize will create a new file for me to access. So copy and resize. I'm going to open that. And there it is. So now it's in the format that I need it to be. So let's play with this a little bit. How do I want to make this active? And I think the best way, let's start by saying, opening up the edit tools, and there's our background remover. See over here on the right hand toolbar, magic eraser, magic grab text, magic edit. What I want to do is let's do magic expand. It's over here. And what magic expand does is that it extends it up here, because if I pull this, you see I'm going to lose pieces of it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to click magic expand. It has selected my image to expand. Let's do expand it into all that, magic expand. So this is going to take just a second as the AI analyzes the data in the template, and it's thinking, and there we go. So this is the first image. It's still thinking of the other ones. I'm not sure what this is. This is where AI fails us. However, some of this is not bad. Again, it has given us a couple of options. I don't know. What can we, oh, nice. I see Bumblebee back there. It's added that in. Oh, that's interesting with the green. Let's see, what should we do? I like the plain green. Let's try that and click done. Actually, I'm going to click undo, and I'm going to show you a couple of options. So what would be a good background for this? So we're just going to play with it as is. So again, clicking into the template, I'm going to click edit. I'm going to click magic grab. AI is assessing the image, and I want to grab this, and click grab. Now what magic grab is going to do is make that accessible to me to move around in the template there, like that. Oops, so I forgot to grab that. So let's fix that. Edit, magic grab. AI thinks about it. What does it have? So it didn't recognize that. So I'm going to go over here to brush. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm going to grab the call out like that. Grab. Let AI think about it for just a moment. There, it grabbed it, and I'm going to go up here and move it. Actually, what I'm going to do, I don't like it. We're going to get rid of it. So now that I've created this, what do I need? Let's think about the background color. Again, let's make it close. Oh, I like that. Or do I want to do the Cybertron? That kind of muted red. That's not bad. I kind of like this one better. It's more subtle. And then, so down here is our blank space. So maybe that's the space we're going to put our text in. Let's see what we've got. Robotic text. No, I click T for text. It's going to throw in a text box for me. I'm going to click on, at the top toolbar, the text, and I'm going to search in robot. Just see if I've got any so roboto. lab. Let's see what that looks like. What does bold look like? Not happy with that one. That's a little bit better. Make it all caps there. So down here, maybe this is where you put your information about how to sign up for a library card. Visit your local public library. So the black font doesn't really fit on that. I want to highlight the text box and let's change it to a different color. Let's say I want to match this color. I go over to my color plus, I drop, pick a color from the design, and I'm going to go highlight this and ask it to change that. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't highlight the text. Highlight the text, color, dropper, there. Visit your local public library. And at this point, this is where you could put your information for your library. One thing that you can do is that if you're making a story in Facebook, down here at the bottom where my cursor is, you can add a link to your library website. Also thinking about how Instagram and Facebook formats it. Up here at the very top, I'm leaving a blank space because this is where your name of your Facebook page is going to be. So I don't want to put anything up there that's going to interfere with that. And then if you put the link down in here, I need a little space here for it to be seen here. Sometimes I'll put an arrow that says, here's the link if I've inserted a link. So that is how I've repurposed some content. Let's animate it now. One thing I can do is I can highlight everything in this video. I go to animate, and over here on the animate toolbar, you see we're on element, but what if we go to page? And this is going to animate everything in a certain way on the page. You can ask their AI to do that. Who knows what will happen with that, but I want to find, oops, I scrolled down. Let me do that again. Highlight everything, animate, page, and I want to party. And that everything, it automatically groups everything together and animates everything in this format. So as you can see, the combinations include simple, sleek, fun, I like party, corporate, very demure, chill. You can tell the animation to do it on enter and exit, or if you're connecting several in a row, you can just do it on enter. Let's say I'm going to add in my logo on the second page. I'm going to say just do it on the enter. I'm going to click off of that. Let's add a page. I'm going to slide it over here to my main template that I'm working on, and this is where I'm going to put the logo. So whether you have it in your upload folder in Canva, I do have a pre-made folder. You know me, I like this one. This is my favorite. Halloween colors, black and orange. Make it large enough to be seen. I'm going to change the background. So if I wanted to keep the flow the same, I kind of like that one where everything blends in. And then going back to the transition, I'm going to hover my cursor between the two videos, click Add Transition, and my favorite is the flow. To get this out of Canva, and I'm only like I said, I play a lot. I do a lot of different things here. You can see where have been playing with different pieces of the graphics available for Library Card Sign Up Month, but I just need video 2 and video 3. So you go to Share, Download, select Pages. I unclick all of it. Just I unselect everything, but I need video 2 and video 3. And what this does, it will download those two in one file. I click done and download. Now, if I had made 5 different videos and I wanted them all, they were all separate videos, they were not related, you can download those separately. But since this video 2 and video 3 are connected, I click download. There's a bunch of other stuff that you can do with that. I didn't put any music on this. I wonder if we can use some maybe mechanical sounds of transforming happening, but that's how you repurpose content into a short form video.
Thank you for joining me in this webinar today to learn about how to use Canva to create short form videos. If you need additional help, please feel to reach out to me at MLC and I would be glad to help you.